Right, so what I'm thinking, guys, I gave Mickey some information, which I want you to keep secret at the moment, Mickey.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I made sure not to tell Charlie, just in case.
Awesome. So what I'm thinking is, Mickey and Jay, you've seen this hobbit and this elf turn up. So from your hiding place, you spotted them coming, and you've now in a bit of a quandary. Because obviously, I think there's some sort of story whereby one of you already knows Charles. Is that right?
That's me. Yeah.
That's you. So you would have spotted Charles arriving, but obviously haven't gone, "Hey, Charles, you all right?" Because of goblins and everything.
Yeah.
So you're now in a quandary, and I want to put it over to you guys. You've spotted Hagen walking up around the cliff, and Hagen is currently kind of above the cliff and has just peered in and spotted that there are two goblins by a fire. She's also spotted that there's some iron ore around there as well. So I'm going to put it to you guys. We don't know your characters yet, and I don't want to know your characters yet, but what do you want to do?
Who, us? Or them?
No.
Hagen? Or are we just gonna... Hagen is Ali, by the way.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Who's
Charles
character?
is Charlie.
Charles is Shah.
Elf Wizard.
And Hagen.
And Ali is Hagen, Hobbit Thief.
So you spotted a wizard, an elf wizard, and a hobbit thief.
Oh, I know.
Hobbit thief is currently above the cave looking in, and the wizard, the elf wizard, is positioned behind some bushes with bow drawn.
Excellent.
Okay, so they're clearly looking to attack. I mean, do you think, because you're the fighter, do you think they look like they can handle it on their own, or do you think we should help out, or do you not care, or do you just want to kill something?
Obviously I want to kill something.
For God's sake, okay.
We should help them out, because also, like, it's a hobbit.
Well, they might get angry, because, like, what if it's their
they
kill?
can't fight well enough to win
rude.
these. You'd see the...
But you've been on a quest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know Charlie already. I know Charles before.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay.
We went on a quest. I killed something. Charlie can't kill it on her own.
Okay, we'll help out then.
Yeah, we'll help out. I think you should go up to Hagen, and I should go up to Charles, and just sort of make our presence known.
The way I've got it at the moment,
like, sneak over.
The cave is kind of accessible from one point, which is the way that Hagen's gone. So for you to get to Hagen, you're going to have to pass Charles.
Excellent.
Let's just both go to Charles.
Both go to Charles. We'll both go to Charles.
Yeah,
but
we'll sneak over.
Carefully, yeah.
Okay, you're going to sneak. Right, so skill check, please.
God damn it. My sneaking is appalling.
What is your sneaking, please?
It'll be stealth, right?
Stealth, please, Mickey.
Mine's
you need to
4.
roll under it on a d20.
I can hardly read my sheet.
His is so 5. Yeah, mine's a 4 and Jay's 5.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
Do you have any particularly cursed dice you think would roll your low number?
Oh, you want a cursed dice?
We'll give it a shot. We need low numbers. We'll give it a shot.
Well, I haven't brought the dice out in a while, so I'll use this one.
Oh no, I got 13.
I got a nat 20.
Oh,
so we do
great
a
in D&D, but this isn't D&D.
No,
they're used to D&D.
So as you're making your way over to Charles, you just downright fall over your feet and
they're just charging him through like flail.
And you're kind of currently in the open, and you hear a kind of coming from the cave. Okay. And with that, we are going to move to combat cam. Okay, can you see the board?
Yep.
Awesome. So, sorry, we've got a priest, male priest.
Yep.
And a female barbarian.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
I need to make my character in a little generator or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. If you could, and send it over to me, and I'll make you a little figure.
Sorry, just getting a drink.
So this will be you for the moment, Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be here,
Yeah.
And priest, are you following up, priest, or are you in front on this point?
I'll follow.
You're fucking good idea. Yeah, sensible. Hide behind the heavy. Okay, so you're here, and this is the point at which you've heard the squeak from the cave, and let's say that the goblins have definitely noticed you're there, and this goblin has moved up to this point here. It looks like you're right on top of them there, Hagen, but actually you're above. Okay? So, it is now your turn, guys, and you can decide what you want to do. Who's going to go first? I think it'd probably be sensible if Charles and Hagen went first, because you guys are at a little bit of a disadvantage having just fallen over your feet.
Yeah, I am fast enough to get up to them, but I might wait and see what those two do first.
Yeah, okay.
But this is why I have my bow ready.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The goblins come out the cave, so obviously I'm going to try and shoot them.
Okay, so your range, I think, with your bow is 100 feet.
Yeah.
So that's, say, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so you're well within range. If you want to have a shot, you'd have to make a shooting skill check.
Oh, okay, I've got 9.
You've got 9, but you'll need to take 2 off that, I think, for the goblin's dexterity, because he can potentially move out of the way. Yeah, so you're going to have to roll under 7 to hit.
Oh no! Go, Charles!
18.
The whole distance. Okay,
18.
I have to go with my sling.
Okay, so the arrow from that just pretty much whacks into the side of the cave over here.
I'm giving away my location.
And how many arrows have you got?
12, now 11.
So you're now on 11 arrows, okay? Okay, yes, you can have a go with your sling.
I have a sling.
I'm going to give you an actual, an extra chance here, because you are literally right above this. You could almost drop a rock on this guy's head.
Oh, can I find a rock and drop it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to find a rock. I'm going to find a big rock, and I'm a hobbit, so I'm strong.
Yeah.
That's range.
I'm going to find a rock, and I'm going to sneak up to the edge, and I am going to drop it right on top of the head of one of the goblins. The biggest one.
Well, they're the same size pretty much, but also the other one's inside the cave. So I'm going to ask you to make a stealth check, but I'm going to give you an extra 1 advantage here.
Awesome.
What's your stealth?
Stealth's 9, so I've got 10.
Yep, so you've got to roll under 10.
I believe in you. I don't believe in me at all. I rolled a 20. The dice cursed today.
Let's say then that you actually end up dropping the rock on your foot.
Ow.
Ow, indeed. And Nikki, Jay, it's your go. Who's going to go first?
I'm just going to try and run straight towards the one at the entrance and attack it with my axe.
Okay, how many do you move?
How many am I away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
8 away.
Yeah, I'll move all 8 because I can move up to 10. So.
Awesome. Okay, so you're going to move straight up into combat.
Yep.
And presumably you're going to swing an axe.
Yep.
Okay, so fighting.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I got 3 out of 7, so we're good.
So you definitely hit. Okay. So you got 3, did you say?
Yep.
And what did you have to get to hit? What was your fighting?
7 and below.
7 or below. So you do 4 points of damage. I have to take away the goblin's toughness, I think it is. So I think, yeah, you've definitely wounded this goblin. So I'm going to put this on here just to remind you that this goblin's wounded. Okay, and Jay, you'll go.
Okay. Can I assess the situation and see if anyone's in bad shape? Like if it looks like they've been...
The only one who's in bad shape at the moment is the goblin.
Okay, that's fine. In that case, I'll follow up to come the other side of the goblin.
So how far do you move, Jay?
I have 8 spaces, right? 8 spaces. If I can get that far.
Yeah, you can. You can get right up to here. I'm going to say that you could swing around the corner with something if you have a melee weapon of some sort.
Yes, I have a mace.
Okay.
Now, how does the...
you got to roll. You're fighting.
My fighting's here.
So 6 or below.
6 or below. 4.
4.
Awesome. Okay, so you caused two points of damage. I've got to make a check here, I think. So 2 points of damage. They've got, goblins have 1 toughness, so you definitely do 1 point of damage. He does have a shield though. So that stops 1 point of damage. So raises the shield and blocks your mace. So it is now the goblin's turn. This one here is going to attack the barbarian in front with a spear.
Okay.
So they have fighting of 4, so I've got to get under 4, which I fail miserably at. So yeah, completely misses. This one is going to move up. They only move 3, I think, goblins. Yeah, so this one's going to move up to here. And then from the darkness, not the band, this one moves up to here. And it is now Char's go.
Go, Charles, go. Okay. I'm going to go and try to cast the spell Firebolt.
Oh, okay. Like it.
I'm a wizard. Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
She's a wizard. Oh, sorry, he's a wizard.
Not just
hit me, I'm going to be mad.
Well, is it a cone or is it like a missile attack?
It's kind of like a missile attack.
Okay, then you're fine. Unless
she misses.
Unless.
I'm going to say, though, that you can only target this one.
Not the injured one. The one
Not the injured one, I'm afraid, because there's a barbarian in the way.
Yeah, I'm in front of it.
Okay, I'll target that one then with a firebolt.
Go for it. So you've got to make a shooting skill check.
Oh, 9 again. Go on, you can do it. Oh, yes.
Yes, that's a definite hit, and without any armor protection at all, that is a wounded goblin. So this one's currently bleeding a little bit, and this one's looking a bit crispy.
These are hard to kill.
They are. Okay, so Hagen, it's your go.
Okay, I'm coming back with the rock because I have strong hobbit feet and I'm okay.
Oh, you're coming back with another rock.
I'm
Okay.
coming back with rock.
Okay. Now I'm going to add in another potential problem with this. If you miss this time, you risk hitting one of your friends.
You can see, I can see you, my little character can see you going with the rock, and I'm going.
Just to give you a little, might sway you on what you want to do here, I don't know. But thieves are particularly good at fighting. Oh, do you know what? I've just realised, sorry, this goblin actually is knocked out because you would have had a +1, Jay, on your fighting because this goblin's already engaged. So that one's knocked out.
Ah.
And the other one is far enough away that you could drop a rock without risking hitting anybody.
I'm going to the rock.
Go for it.
I'm doing a stealth throw. Be good with me, yes, that's a 7, and my stealth is 9. Big rock.
Awesome. So that's 2 points of damage, and I gave you the +1, didn't I?
Yep.
So that is basically rock on the head, dunk, and that one's knocked out too.
Let's rush in and chop their heads off while they're down on the floor.
We've got another goblin to worry about.
Oh, that's the other thing with Dead Simple, guys. This works both ways. So rather than people just getting murdered straight off, you get knocked out rather than murdered. It is, of course, then up to you whether you want to go around and slit everybody's throat later on. Or you can keep people alive. It's entirely up to you.
I think we should chop their heads off.
We should, but we should get the... No, because we get...
Who's going to want to buy goblin heads?
I happen to know the squire will pay for goblin.
Squire pays for proof of dead goblin. Yeah. And we don't want to carry the whole carcass back. Chop their heads off. We've only got to carry back their heads.
Oh.
But also there is another goblin that we should probably knock out first.
Yeah.
There is another goblin.
Should we keep fighting?
Yeah.
It is your go, Mickey.
Okay. I'm just going to do the same thing again. Just going to go straight for it and try and
Rush up.
hit it.
Okay. Go for it. You just squish Trim on the goblin.
I have failed.
Okay. So swing the axe. Goblin ducks. Axe embeds itself on the side of the wall. And Jay, here's your go.
Can I meander around and follow again?
You can go and attack if you want.
Yeah, I want to.
Yep, so squish on the goblin, and you're here, so you've got a fire on your left and the goblin on your right. Mace?
Yeah, give it a bonk.
Mace to the face.
Oh no.
Oh no.
13.
Oh, okay, so this goblin is incredibly lucky. And with that, the goblin basically goes and ducks in between here and here and makes its way to this point here. And it is your go, Hagen.
Is it visible to me?
It's just inside. You could either drop down in front of it.
Yeah.
Like superhero landing.
Yeah.
Which
Hard on
you'd
the
be,
knees.
yeah, which would mean you'd be straight into hand-to-hand combat. Or you could try and swing your sling round, but that would be a really hard shot. So I'd have to.
Really hard shot.
Yeah.
I feel like you should maybe. My fighting is 3. Right. So I'm not built for fighting. I'm built for sneaking around.
Remember, as a thief, if something's in hand-to-hand combat with something else, you get +2. So that would bring your fighting up a little bit. But this one isn't in hand-to-hand at the moment.
How fast am I? Can I drop down and slingshot it quickly?
You could drop down and move. How far do you move?
I don't know.
What's your speed?
Where's the sheet?
Oh, you haven't done this bit, Mom.
It's 3 plus your speed for how far you can move.
Hang on, Charlie's doing the math.
Oh,
Charles is doing the math.
you don't have any armor?
No, I have no armor.
9. That's
9.
better.
Yeah, you can definitely. You could probably almost make your way over to the bushes over here. So I'm going to say 1 to drop, and then you could either make your way towards Charles, or it's up to you really.
I picked the worst character name ever.
I think it's quite cool. I think there's definite history there. It's not like a standard elf name. So has Charles been brought up by humans? I don't know. It's interesting.
In memory of Charles, the Destroyer of Worlds.
Yeah.
D&D campaign that never happened.
Okay, I'm going to drop down and head over towards Charles in preparation. I've got a 50-foot range with my sling in preparation.
Oh, okay. That's worth well, you'd still be well within range. And also the goblin only moves 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do you want to stand right in front of Charles? Because Charles might get a shot off here.
No, that'll be annoying for Charles.
Yeah. So if I go there, then okay, you can fling a sling bullet at them.
Yep. Can I do that now?
Yeah.
Awesome. I have got shooting. I've got 6.
You need to roll under a 6 then.
12.
Okay, so it just flies harmlessly past.
I'm not really going to touch anybody else out.
And Charles, it is your go.
Okay. We are going to try again with the bow.
Okay, cool. Shooting check then, please.
17. Oh no.
Okay, so stunk hits the side here. So you've currently got an arrow over here and an arrow over here.
Doing terribly.
We have to pick those up later.
Yeah, I would. Okay, so Nikki, what do you want to do?
All right. I'm going to step back towards the goblin and just try and hit it again.
So you're going to follow it?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
5. That's 2 under what I need, so we're good.
2 points of damage. Okay. It does have a shield, but I'm going to say because it's running away from you, you have hit it. So it is wounded. I'll put that there as a little reminder that this one's wounded. And Jay, do you want to do?
Can I try and come so I'm the other side of the goblin to stop him from running away? Just block him off.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
I'm going to put you here. There's currently a goblin lying on the ground there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you can go there. But you won't be able to attack it from there. So if I put you here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool.
And you get +1.
Cool. Yeah, I will do the same again then with the mace.
Yep.
Yeah, 5. So yeah, that's a pass.
Yeah, that's 1 point of damage.
Okay, so
with the +1.
Right, Jay. Bearing in mind that you are knocking it out, describe to me what happens, please.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like in those, you know, the Looney Tunes episodes where like Tom from Tom and Jerry or like the Roadrunner would get like bonked on the head.
Yeah.
You know the bonk meme?
Yeah.
It's just like bonk.
Yeah.
And it just sort of
dips and that's it.
You see little stars and it falls over.
Little stars and birds. Yeah, lovely. Okay. All right, guys. So I should explain. Well done. You have your first victory.
You are welcome.
Sweet.
This area of white here at the back here is unexplored. So it's too dark for you to see at the moment unless you have a light source.
We have lanterns.
We have lanterns.
Yeah.
We have lanterns,
I
absolutely.
need to have my reunion with Mercer though.
And oil.
Oh yeah, we should probably like meet.
Yeah, discuss.
Good idea.
And
So
like,
I'm going to say, I'm going to. Okay, so what I'm going to say, because I'm going to flip back out of combat cam in a minute, that you have explored the cave, and you notice that there's sort of a formation in the middle. There's a few bedrolls lying around. At the back of the cave, up here, there is a little cell carved out into the rock. There are bars, but you can see that the cell is empty. Also, just the other side of the fire, there is a barrel, and there is also a couple of boxes that have some iron ore in them. Okay, so I'm going to flip back out of combat camp.
So, first thing that happens is I go, hang on a minute.
This is a
Yes.
bit of
Well, look,
a Spider-Man meme it.
and then we run towards each other, and I'm like, Mercer!
And I'm like, hello. Please don't touch me.
Fancy seeing you here. Thanks for the help with the goblins.
Brilliant. Cool. So we've got this lovely reunion, at which point it might be nice for Mercer and the as yet unknown priest to introduce themselves. Because Hagen presumably doesn't know you, Mercer.
No, Hagen doesn't know.
I need to find a picture of my character.
Oh, he's finding a picture of his character real quick. Well, oh, have you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Send me that picture, Jay, and I'll make you a playing piece.
Cool. My robes obviously are not as fancy.
Yeah, you gonna show them, or are you just gonna send it?
I was gonna
send it. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, just.
I was just gonna describe.
Yeah,
Unless will it focus on the screen?
You can try and focus it while you describe it.
Okay. Well, he's
back a bit.
Oh, awesome.
The light's
wow,
very bright.
this isn't
I
working.
can't reach it.
You know what?
Light.
Whatever.
We'll send it to you.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. He is a young man, slender, quite tall, like kind of lanky, and he has white hair, just in a average boy style.
Regular hair, yeah.
And he wears the like a long black cloak, and you can see sort of the boots on his feet, and has some sort of beads around his neck. You know, a little belt pouch.
Cool.
And he's just, you know, oh no, I don't know how to do a voice. But he asks if everyone's okay.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah, is anyone injured that can be helped?
Apart from Hagen's sore foot from the rock, which I don't think would count as a wound, just a bit of a bruise.
I'm not wasting my abilities on a sore toe.
Oh.
Hey, in those days, sore toes can turn bad.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll do something about it.
Yeah.
Just a bit of TLC. They're there. It'll be all right.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, it's okay.
Cool. So, do you have a name, priest?
Oh, yes. His name is Ezra.
Ezra. Ah, okay, cool. I might even have a character for Ezra. Ezra, human priest.
Yep.
Yes.
Lovely. And Mercer.
Ezra Griffin. Nice to meet you.
Ezra Griffin. Nice, like it.
Ezra Griffin.
Okay, and we've got Mercer. Was it Mercer Kelly?
Yep, Mercer Kelly.
And that's Kelley, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's female barbarian.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, lovely. Okay, so what do you want to do?
Cut their heads off.
Cut goblin heads off.
Yeah. Or do we have to cut the whole head? That could be. Could we take a nose? Could we take an ear?
Will that be enough proof?
Yeah, I think a pair of ears is enough proof to.
Ears is good. And I think Ezra will feel a bit better about ears rather than the whole head.
Do you think the squire would be happy with ears?
However, yeah, I think the squire would be happy with a pair of ears as proof. But the loss of ears is not going to kill these goblins.
Yeah, it's going to have to be the heads.
Okay.
Cut the heads off and then take the ears back.
We'll take the ears.
We could just split the throat. You don't have to saw the whole head.
True.
That is very good point. Sorry, I'm slightly concerned something's falling down.
Can we just get whatever is happening over, done with,
We've all got
I'll
daggers.
just look away.
Take the ears.
So we just go in for them.
You're doing the ear. doing the throats, and yeah. So we've now got 3 dead goblins, and you've taken your trophies.
And 6 ears.
6 ears. Good maths. Yep.
Make a necklace.
Nice.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Can we go and see what's in the barrel?
You can. So inside the barrel, you find 4 days' worth of provisions.
Awesome! We're so hungry.
We're taking those, absolutely.
I'm so hungry.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You also notice there's a couple of boxes either side of the barrel that contain that contain iron ore.
Yeah, we don't want those. No. Well, we do. They're a bit heavy. Are we going to carry it?
Mercer's strong.
Yeah, I can carry them. I've got some space.
I'm going to say that you could carry 1 piece of ore each, and Mercer could carry 2.
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll take those and we can sell those.
That's what I was thinking.
Can we have a look in the cell? Is it open?
It is open, yeah. It is open, but it is just a bedroll on the floor.
So there's a bedroll on the floor. Is there anything else in there that shows signs of habitation, like food or footprints or scuff marks?
Mercer, do you want to reveal what you know?
I was going to say, is this where our friend was staying? We happen to know a badly beaten man was brought into the cave and left in the cell, but he has been moved to the north.
Moved to the north?
Don't know who he was, but badly beaten, not here anymore.
We know that a merchant has gone missing.
Yeah, and that's where they got all the iron ore from.
And he was dragged away from a bunch of carts. That we followed the footprints to this cave.
Yeah. So they took the merchant, who I initially thought was in on it, but they took the merchant and they've taken him to the north.
Just in a northern direction, or to the north?
To the north.
Yeah, in a northern direction.
In a northern direction.
Okay, so not to the north.
Not to the Northlands.
Yeah.
No.
Not to the Northlands, but although the Northlands are north.
Yes.
Why are they going to all this effort for a merchant?
I know.
We would love to know.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, let's have a really good scope round and see what else. Yeah. Take their weapons. Take their bloody weapons.
I thought you meant mine for it. I was like, excuse me.
Okay, so the weapons that you find are 3 spears and 3 shields, and you also find on the body of one of the goblins this letter.
What does it say?
It says,
okay, so they're basically doing experiments on the humans, which does something but put us...
Zed is doing experiments on the humans.
On the humans. Which puts a bit of a slant on that we don't really care about the merchants, it's a bit of an effort.
But at least we know the merchant's alive, right?
Yeah,
and probably have to have a pulse.
And being experimented on.
Well, maybe not yet.
There could be a chance to catch up with them. If they were going on foot, we have an equal chance.
But I want to swing back to the town and I want to get our goblin money.
Okay, yeah, we should get the goblin money. We have no money, so we need to go.
Look, we want to get the goblin money. Which direction is the town?
It's not that far.
From here, it's...
Yeah, but like compass point wise.
Yeah, you're a couple of miles. It's a couple of miles east.
East.
So we'd be going out of our way a bit.
However,
Oh,
it is now dusk.
Ooh. Let's camp out in the cave. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're all back now.
no, where the goblins might come.
We can camp out somewhere. We've got a couple tents between us, right?
Yeah.
Got a tent? Yeah.
Pretty sure I have
You guys got a tent?
I do.
I've got a tent.
You got a tent?
Well,
I guess we're camping around here somewhere then.
I mean, I suggest we have someone on guard, you know, shifts.
Shifts, yeah, especially as we're near a goblin cave.
I have a pot of wood. I've got a flint and a steel.
Yeah, we've all got flint and steel, so they're in our backpacks. But that's good because it means we can light some fires.
I've got you never know. You'll be grateful for that pot of grease.
I think Jay also has a pot of grease.
We can't stay near the cave.
Pot of grease near the top. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So you're not going to stay near the cave? Or?
Not too near, no.
Not too close, no.
Oh, can we stay on top of the cave?
And then we can keep an eye out.
Yeah.
No,
On top of the cave?
Where Hagen was when we got there, dropping rocks off onto the goblins.
Oh, okay, yeah.
then
So
we've got
you're-
no rock point if any other goblins do come in.
Yeah.
Kind
But
of.
they didn't notice Hagen.
Although you have also got that problem if we're on top of the cave, it's a little bit like being at Weathertop, and we all know what happens up there.
Depends whether you light a fire or not.
I know.
We could just quietly go to sleep in a tent,
In the dark.
in the dark.
Does
Just
the food need to be cooked?
Sorry.
Do the provisions need to be cooked?
No, these are kind of provisions that are going to last a while. So kind of think dried fruit, dried nuts, and
bread.
bits of dried beef, that kind of thing.
Do we have time to sleep? Do the goblins sleep?
Yeah, they need sleep. Generally, they're pretty nocturnal, but they can be about in the day as well.
Okay, so we need shifts when we sleep.
Yeah.
Because that is never going to end well if we don't.
But are we ever going to catch up with the goblins? Well, the goblins are slower than we are, aren't they? And they've got a merchant.
But while we're asleep, they're moving. So we're going to have to hope that they rest during the day because...
But that could work in our favour because we can sneak up on
Because
them.
they'll be asleep and we can just get them.
As long
Why are we attacking all the goblins?
We're trying to rescue a merchant.
trying to get the merchant
Also,
back.
I thought you said he'd been moved north.
yeah, so once we sleep, we're going to go north.
North in the cave.
No, he's been moved north away from the cave. He was taken out of the cave and they've taken him in a northern direction to wherever this Zed is doing the experiments.
The cave's fairly shallow.
We went in the cave. We
Oh.
explored the cave, so we found the barrel of stuff. So we're just going to sleep in shifts, and in the morning we have to try and track them down as much as we can, and hope that they're asleep in the day.
But we also
Because
got
they
to
will
catch
need
up.
But are we going to take the ore with us? Is that going to slow us down? Or are we going to leave the ore?
Let's get through the night first. So
Oh dear.
you're on shifts, yeah?
Let's get through the
Yeah.
night.
Okay, so I'm just going to sum up the night's happenings. You take your fair turns. You know, you hear kind of swampy type noises, owls and things, but it goes by without any disturbances. And you wake up in the morning, same kind of weather. You've got a nice sunny day, and yeah, it's up to you now. What are you going to do now?
We're going to have to go after the merchant.
Yeah, we're never going to catch them if we go back to the town first, are we?
No, because they've been travelling all night.
Can we hide our stuff except the provisions here somewhere and then go?
And then come back for it later.
Like the ore and the ears.
I would keep the ears on you.
Let's keep
Yeah,
the
keep
ears.
the ears.
Don't want to risk losing those.
But the spears and the shields and the ore, can we hide that?
Yeah, sure. Explain to me, how are you going to hide it?
Why can't we hide it in a tree? High up in a tree. Animals aren't going
The question is how, like,
I have a grapnel hook, and I'm a
Okay.
big climber.
but like, when you get in the tree, how are you going to put the ore in the tree? And the
Find
spears in the
like a
tree?
hole. We're going to find a hole in the tree.
You hope you're going to find a hole in the tree.
We're going to disturb an owl.
Okay.
You're going to make an owl homeless. Oh,
You're just gonna
man.
have some guests.
Because I have
Awful.
a grapnel, so I can whack it in, shimmy up the tree.
I mean, what
Yeah,
weapons do we already have? Do we need these spears? Do we need shields? Who can even use shields?
I can have a light shield.
I don't use a shield.
No, you don't get any armor.
I'm
I've got armor.
Oh, do you?
crap
Oh, awesome.
fighting, so if I
I'll
have
leave
a
us now,
shield, will
yes.
it help me?
No.
It'll give you +1, but it'll also move your. It will stop 1 point of damage, I should say, but it will also make you a little bit slower.
It's a trade-off.
It's a trade-off you don't want to make. Right, blacksmith pays for spears and shields, I believe. Or something.
Okay, why don't we just tuck it back into the little cave then?
Because goblins frequently.
I thought it was just a shallow cave.
Yeah, but more of them could turn up.
To that cave?
Yes.
What
That's why we slept in
purpose?
shift. Don't worry about it.
I'm so
They
confused.
live there.
There are lots of goblins around on the swamp.
They've been having a lot of problems with goblins. That's why
Oh,
the squire is paying for dead goblins.
So what do you think? Should we hide it up a tree?
Yeah, we'll hide it up a tree.
Tree hidey hole. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Fine. Done that.
I don't have to start with him. We've just done it.
And then I guess we're going to try and track the merchant and the goblins.
Okay.
I have survival as my ability, if that helps.
You do indeed.
Awesome.
I think as a barbarian, you can definitely see these footprints leading north. Okay. So you can see a trail of footprints. You can also see that there are 3 sets of footprints, and they are moving off through the swamp in a northerly direction. What do you want to do?
Are there drag marks?
No, footprints.
Just footprints.
Yeah.
Are they all goblin footprints?
Can you make? Let's make a. Mercer, could you make a knowledge check?
My knowledge is 3, so I failed that by so much.
So you can't really tell. You can see that there are 3 sets of prints, but you wouldn't know whether they were goblin or anything else.
Can I make a knowledge check?
Yeah.
See if I know.
So I can like point out the prints, and then I'm like, "Yo, Charles, what is that?"
Prints over there.
It's like,
7. I totally know what these prints are.
Okay, so you can spot that
his knowledge of 12.
2 of the sets of prints look to be goblin, and the other set looks to be a manufactured boot print.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got 2 goblins and a merchant, probably.
2 goblins and someone wearing shoes.
Someone wearing boots, yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, well, we'll just follow the footprints, right?
Yeah, I guess I just follow
just keep
the
going.
prints.
Keep on following the
As far as I
prints?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so you follow the prints. Sorry?
In a fast and stealthy manner.
In a fast and stealthy manner. Okay, I like
Because
it.
me and Ezra have such a good history with stealth.
Yeah. Okay,
Right,
well,
we know how to make an
say,
entrance.
we'll say that Hagen moves in a stealthy manner, and, you know, to an extent, Charles moves in a stealthy manner. Ezra kind of just looks like, oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, okay, follow the barbarian. And Mercer, you're doing your best to be stealthy. And, you know, to an extent you're stealthy because you've been out in the woods quite a bit. But
A bit heavy-footed, maybe.
Yeah, maybe the most visible. Generally, if you have to kill something, you can just rush it. But okay, so you follow the prints until you notice the ruins of a building. It looks like the ruins start outside a cliff formation. It's pretty overgrown, lots of brambles. There's kind of hanging vines, well, not vines, kind of hanging moss all over this. Ruin's been there some time. And the footprints are heading directly towards it.
Okay, I think we should do like a sort of perimeter check
Yeah.
before we like go in anywhere.
Yeah.
Just sort of have a wander around and make sure there's nobody like obviously looking out for us or anything.
Okay, so can you all make a perception check, please?
Okay.
Oh,
We're like,
Wait,
uh-oh.
what's perception?
Is
that
this one?
Oh, okay, cool.
Hang on. Do I not use my dice?
Charles?
We all lost.
Everybody. Okay. So
Can't see a thing.
You can't see anything. No.
What is that?
You can pretty much tell that there's nothing to your left or right. Obviously, there's nothing behind you because you've just come that way. But in terms of anything potentially concealed in the brambles or the ruin in front of you, you haven't got a Scooby.
Great.
Do you want me to do my creeping up thing because I am a burglar?
I don't know. That's up to you and your party. What would they like you to do?
What do you think?
You want to like scout ahead?
Yeah.
Like creep in first. That's fair. I'm just
Yeah, I
gonna
think
have
that's a good
my
idea.
weapon
We'll cover
ready.
So, okay, Mercer, you've drawn a weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've also got my bow out.
Mercer, what have you drawn?
My battle axe.
Battle axe ready, yeah.
Yeah.
Bow ready, is there?
Should I draw? Yeah, I'll draw as well. So I'll just have my mace.
Charles, you're down to 10 arrows.
Oh, we didn't pick up your arrows.
Oh,
Damn. Never mind. When we go back, if we ever sort this out, we can see if they're still there.
Okay, I'm ready to do my throw.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
7. And my stealth is 9.
Awesome.
Okay.
Finally,
so
something goes well.
You make your way towards. Describe, please, Hagen. How are you making your way towards this ruin?
Ooh. I am going to move stealthily from large bush to large bush, keeping low to the ground, using all of my burglar skills.
Yeah.
There's the three of us just shuffling behind you.
You just stay away. Until I reach the edge of the building and can peer over the top of an empty, ruined window, a casement, and I see.
And you see. Two goblins. And that is where we will leave it.
Oh my gosh!
I'm not ready to fight.
Same time next week, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.